pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play in the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
When the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run this with Homer, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd and 10.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wilson. They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Pushing his way. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They go play action. Fitzpatrick on the move to his left. He gets it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick on first down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one good for 37 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff for Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll run with Gibson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now it's the backup Mariota. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and Washington has retaken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we're seeing in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball, but they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
They go play action with Wilson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action now. Wilson. And here he's got Grant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He'll buy some time right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is DJ Reed returning. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least work.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll run with Gibson. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds McClellan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a first down and more for Gibson. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 1 quarter remaining. Saints for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, Fitzpatrick. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed returning. Now a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fitzpatrick now. Escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Apke. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go back to Carson here on second. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 42 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
But they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One last shot for Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds